G'day guys, thanks for checking out the video today. Today's video is the 2017 What's in the Bag for myself on the channel. I know for myself quite a lot has changed, and for the better. A couple of things came up on a few pages where I could actually get a set of golf clubs fitted to my specifications, being 6'6", 201 centimeters, and relatively long arms. I really don't fit into the normal kind of off the rack plus 1 inch kind of club. So look, I'll take you from the without boring you, I'll start from what's original that hasn't changed. I won't go into too much detail, and then we'll work our way up to what's new. So first thing that's not really new is the Scotty Cameron Newport Select. Look, I'll put some videos, some photos down the bottom of the screen there, but look, nothing's really changed here. I am still reasonably happy with this putter. The only thing that's going to make my mind change on this putter is probably the Jason Day, the red TaylorMade Spider putter, whatever it's called, or the black one that the old mate uses, the world #1 Justin, I forgot his name, he pulled out of the Masters, comment below. But yeah, look, nothing's really changed. I'm putting well with this, so won't go into too much trouble with this. It's relatively long, I like it, good weight. Not too many scratches off the putter head from putting off the green, but you know, there's still plenty of time for that to come. 3-wood and the driver are still the same, still the same JPX 850 with the Eldor Rogue shaft. It's been lengthened 2 inches and tipped as well, because when I first got it, it wasn't done properly. But when I actually had it fitted, I had the weights put in a neutral position to encourage height. And it's only been a week ago that I actually took this back down to the pro shop, did a few swings, and they've actually put the weights in the hill position, which encourages a draw. And I'm not kidding, I played a Saturday comp of Charlie and Nick. Some of the straightest shots I've hit in my life. I can't believe it. I just assumed that they were both in the neutral position right there, encouraging height. And the draws that I was getting, I was manipulating that with my arms, which probably isn't a great thing long term if I really want to work on hitting proper draws. But ever since he did this in the pro shop, I can't believe it. Now I do hit probably the occasional, probably say more than occasional fade, but it's not like the letter U. It's not 280 meters with 400 meters distance traveled. It's relatively more straighter fade, but look, I can't fault that. I kind of do want to upgrade. I'm looking at the 2017 M1, but to be honest, I'm probably looking to upgrade because it's an older club in the bag, like a 2-year-old driver, and I'm just probably thinking, like anything, it's time to get a new one. But I can't really fault this, so until I have a go with it again and see there's some sort of dramatic difference, maybe I'll change, maybe I won't. But I really do like Japanese style clubs, so there's no point showing you the 3-wood, because the 3-wood is exactly the same model, blah blah blah. But look, let's start from, we'll go from the top to the bottom of what's new. So in degrees, let's go like that. First thing that's new, the Srixon ZU45, driving iron. Now, I think that's about 1.5 years old. I've got it in stiff flex. It's all standard. It's got an inch plug in it, so it's a little bit longer. It's made it a little bit flimsy, but I'm actually going to get it tipped, I think, and see if that kind of counteracts with the flimsiness that's brought into it. But this thing is in mint condition. I got this off a guy who's only used it, I think, 3 or 4 times, didn't like it. I've used it a couple of times and I love it. I just love driving irons. I don't know why, I've just always been intrigued by them. I hit them relatively well, mainly because I'm used to delofting my clubs when I hold it. So most of my clubs are a little bit more closed and a little bit less of a less loft anyway, so I'm kind of used to that. So really love this club. I know a lot of people about driving irons, but I usually find, I know it's a hard shot to hit because the face is so closed in. But if the face is not, properly square at impact, then it's probably going to go left and right for any club. So that's the top there. So from there, we go to the 2016 M1 hybrid. So it is a 3 hybrid set on 19 degrees. Put some photos down the bottom there. It's got the extra stiff shaft. Now I actually got this from the golfer, the place at Wollongabba. For anybody who lives in Brisbane, I really rate that place for clubs that are about 1 year older or so. I don't think they really stock anything that's brand new, but I'm talking 6 months to 12 months old is generally what they stock. But I've hit this and I traded in the hybrid Charlie gave me when we switched that whole video we did about 3 or 4 months ago, and I got a really good deal on an M1. It's got the Fujikara, was it? Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's on a Pro stiff flex right there. I'll do some photos down the bottom there. But look, I can't fault it. I like it. It's probably this in the M1 family that I'm really drawn to. I haven't really hit too many of the drivers, but I've hit a few and I actually quite like them, but I haven't taken it out on the course and put it in realistic situations what I think I need to. But this thing I did. I borrowed it off a guy I know in Virginia, used it a couple of times, and then saw they had a sale on these at the place where I went to at Wollongabba there, near the footy field, the footy oval, Wollongabba, and picked this up for a good deal. So yeah, I can't fault it. So that's the hybrid. That's going to be the hybrid I'm going to have for this year. Then from there, we go into my new irons. Whoops. There you go. Trying to keep it all artistic and shit so you can look at it. So look, I've got a Srixon Z745. It's a split set, so it's got the combo set that a lot of people seem to rave about. I've got it from 4-iron to pitching wedge. I'll put the photos down the bottom there, but I've got the KBS Stiff 2V 110 stiff shafts with a cord and rubber grip there. It's a different black Huon grip. It's a more of a cheaper one, but it's actually quite bigger in my hand, so I didn't have to put so many tapes in. But I really like these clubs. Have only used them about 3 or 4 times, because when I got them was when that cyclone hit us, and I don't know if anybody knows about that around the world. We had a massive cyclone come, so the course I play it's really only been open probably solidly for the last week and a half, something like that. So use them at the range. I love them. I can't fault them. I just think Srixon clubs, the Japanese built ones, are just they just look $1 million. So it goes 4-iron, 5-iron, and 6-iron in that style, and then the more blade kind of style, we're looking at that. So these are look how shiny that is. Yes, please. Srixon 945. So same thing, same shaft, same everything like that. I really love the 945s. I think, and I'm only just spitballing here, I'd almost get the 4, 5, and 6 in the 945, maybe 1 or 2 years down the track if a opportunity arises. But I can't fault these. I just love the weight. They really hit through the zone so smoothly. And the best part about it, the bounce, I just love the fact they don't take a huge chunky divot like the old TaylorMade burners used to. They were just so heavy club. They used to come in and take out more ground that was bloody there in the first place. So look, I like that. Then from there, we've got my wedges. Now this is something new for me. I've never really been a Cleveland fan. I've never really used them, but I've got the Cleveland RTX 588s in a 56 and 60. Now I'm going to get the 56 bent back to 54 and the 60 bent up to 64. I like that 10-degree increment like that. And my next video coming out now is probably one of my, after this one will be a few lessons I'm getting. And I'm learning now that I don't need so many wedges for distances. I need distance control. So what I've been working on is going to 3, finishing at 3, going to 4, finishing at 10, going to 5, you know what I mean, like that, and working out what distances and what I'm getting out of those swings, rather than just having 4 wedges that can go mediocre distances, which I think they can, and then blading them and knifing them and stuff like that. So, but yeah, really liking these. Put the coaching sticks in there. Don't really use them too much. I mean, now that I'm getting lessons, it's good to have them in there because everything's in the bag when I get a lesson and you can just rip it out. But I've still got the same bag tags on here, same Bushnell Golf, the new Laser Fighter Timeless bag. One crazy thing at the moment, I'm not using a golf glove anymore. I find when it gets into winter, I don't sweat at all, so I don't need a glove. And I find the best part about that is I actually feel the club more. But I'm also going to a new ball. I'm still using the Proby ones, but I'm trying out the Volvix as well. I actually find the best part about the Volvix in Brisbane, where we get a lot of our cyclone weather and stuff like that, that when they can't mold as much, it's extremely hard to find a ball. And there's nothing worse than having a brand new Proby one that's only 4 or 5, 10 meters off the fairway into the rough, that has a shot and you can't find it because the grass is so long. And that's no one's fault. That's just the fact that our weather, after a range, you can't get a mower in there. So best part about a Volvic, I get 50 of those in A grade quality for $50. And if I can't see a Volvic, then I need to stop playing golf. So, but look guys, that's pretty much my what's in the bag for 2017. if anything else changes, I'll probably just amend this video and put this back up and add to it. But for the main part, the only thing that could change in the next 6 months might be the driver and the 3-wood. But I don't really know if I want to, because it could just be throwing money at something that I really don't need to, just chasing a new driver because society says I need a new one. And it's kind of like, I think what Julian Hughes once said is, what's the point in buying something when you wait 6 months down the track and it's going to be a third less? It's kind of like a car. You buy a car for 40 grand, you drive it off the lot, it's now worth 25 or whatever it is, because it's just that initial impact of buying something brand new. Quite a lot of my clubs I've either bought ex-demo or used, and if they're a good quality club, it really shouldn't matter. And if you can inspect it first, then fair enough. But yeah, thanks very much for watching the video, guys. Hope you're enjoying the channel. And yeah, we'll see you soon for a vlog playing Marucci River on, I'm guessing tomorrow, because this video is coming out on Saturday. So I'm playing Marucci River tomorrow. I'm going to try and get like a few little videos and stuff, not a full vlog because my wife and I have gone on holiday. But yeah, really appreciate you subscribing to the channel. We might get some new prizes out soon. So thanks George Cassius and Rick Kane, the guys who keep sending in stuff. Got a sponsor, I don't know who, but somebody sent in a, better hide my address and all that crap, a 4x4 meter golf net for the backyard. So I'm going to set that up and do a video on that and see what that's like, because well, now that baseball season's over, I'm primarily 110% into golf, and I'm going to try and get my handicap down to maybe 4, and that's going to be a whole new video about my swing and what's been going on. So thanks, guys.